The days of government telling us what they're going to do for Aboriginal people is over, right? It's about, okay, let's sit down collectively and work out how we can do this in partnership.
I think initially the Close the Gap initiative seemed positive, but the negatives around it was the lack of consultation with the Aboriginal community controlled sector.
We weren't happy with the previous process, obviously, because it lacked genuine engagement with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. And so 14 of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peak organisations got together and decided that it was time for action and transformation. And we then wrote to the Prime Minister and seeking their support for a better and more genuine process around decision-making co-design with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voices.
There was 70 meetings across the country with over 3,500 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to come together to develop the 4 priority reforms in the National Agreement to change the way that governments work with us.
Signatories to the agreement have agreed through the contents to these key reforms, 4 of them. They provide for a huge shift in approach, in attitude, in behaviour.
The governments, of course, wanted socio-economic targets, and they are responsible for delivering on those targets. So we negotiated those as hard as we could.
One of the things I'm hoping the agreement will achieve in particular, and I think it's already doing this, is creating a new bar, a new standard in government organisations. So if you choose to work for government, then this is how you create change for First Nations peoples. You walk alongside the experts, the leaders, the knowledge holders that have accumulated knowledge, not just through ancestral power, that's really important, but through the work, doing the work on the ground every day and knowing what exactly works for our mob.
It's about changing and closing that gap in life expectancy. It's about changing and closing the gaps in a whole range of things that make up individuals' lives, and that Aboriginal people have the same access and the same opportunities going forward in the 21st century that other Australians do.
So the whole issue of closing the gap and coming together as the Coalition of Peaks is an act of self-determination, and we've never done it before in this way, and we are making inroads. There is now a much better understanding across governments of the importance of the National Agreement on Closing the Gap and the need to implement the 4 priority reforms that will bring about changing the way government works in partnership with our people. We are doing this for all our people, so please embrace the National Agreement and use it every day to make sure that you too are exercising full self-determination over your lives.